Welcome back to K-Full Information, where hidden treasures in your pocket come to life. In today's video, we're diving into the incredible world of the rare 1998 United Kingdom 2 pence coin. Yes, that tiny copper coin you might have lying around could be worth a fortune. From rare minting errors to mysterious metal compositions, this seemingly ordinary coin could make you a millionaire overnight. So before you spend it, make sure you know exactly what you're holding. Let's uncover the secrets behind one of the most valuable and surprising coins in UK history. Did you know a simple 2 pence coin from 1998, bearing the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, could potentially be one of the most expensive and highly sought-after rare coins in the United Kingdom today? At first glance, it might seem like an ordinary piece of copper-plated steel sitting in your coin jar or change drawer. But under the right circumstances, particularly when it features rare minting errors or experimental strikes, this humble coin can skyrocket in value, reaching thousands or even millions in today's collector market. That's right, you could be holding a miniature fortune in your palm without even realizing it. The 1998 2p coin stands out not just because of its date, but because of what happened during the coinage transition period in the late 90s. That year marked a time when the Royal Mint was switching from bronze to copper-plated steel for lower denomination coins. While most 2p coins were correctly minted on the new planchets, a very small number of them were mistakenly struck on old bronze blanks. This rare error, combined with the right die pairing and specific reverse design, created a coin that collectors now chase with intense passion and deep pockets. If you have a 1998 2p coin in your possession, you'll want to check it very carefully. The obverse features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank Broadley, easily identifiable by the IRB initials just below the Queen's neck. But what makes the coin truly valuable is what lies beneath the surface. Sometimes, quite literally, coins with magnetic properties reveal the copper-plated steel composition. But if yours isn't magnetic, you might be looking at one of the elusive bronze error strikes. These are the coins that auction houses have valued at thousands, sometimes tens of thousands, depending on their condition and rarity. And then there's the real kicker, the bicentennial-themed fantasy strikes and presentation coins that were never meant to enter general circulation. Some private mints and collectors experimented with commemorative overlays or misstruck proofs during the Queen Elizabeth II era, especially in the late 90s when coin design and composition were in flux. These fantasy pieces, though unofficial, have gained cult-like status in certain collecting circles and can command jaw-dropping prices, especially if they come with documentation or provenance. For the right buyer, these rare finds can easily hit six-figure or even seven-figure valuations. It's the thrill of hidden treasure that turns ordinary people into overnight millionaires. Imagine casually flipping through your pocket change and suddenly realizing that a 1998 2p coin you almost gave to the cashier is actually worth a fortune. This isn't just a collector's fantasy. It has happened. Auction records and private sales have proven time and again that error coins and rare composition pieces from this period are climbing rapidly in value. The demand is growing, but the supply is fixed and rapidly disappearing into private collections around the globe. Now more than ever, coin hunters, hobbyists, and serious investors are combing through their collections, looking for that one special piece that breaks the mold. And the 1998 2p coin, with its mix of numismatic curiosity and historical significance, is exactly the type of find that can ignite a frenzy in the market. If your coin is in uncirculated or proof condition, and especially if it has an error or comes from a unique mint batch, you could be looking at a life-changing payday. Yes, even a tiny 2p can rewrite your financial future. So before you toss that coin into a vending machine or let it disappear into the back of a drawer, take a closer look. Feel its weight. Test its magnetism. Inspect the details under magnification. You're not just looking at a coin. You're staring at a potential gold mine. The Queen may be gone, but her legacy lives on in coins like these, which are becoming historic artifacts of a bygone royal era. These are more than pennies. They are relics of history, miniature treasures that could unlock untold riches for those wise enough to recognize their worth. In the wild world of coin collecting, knowledge is everything. The 1998 2p coin is a shining example of how an unassuming piece of metal can hold incredible value when rarity, error, and timing collide. So check your change, dive into your old coin jars, and spread the word. Because somewhere out there, sitting quietly in someone's pocket, is a tiny copper coin worth $1 million. And if it's yours, your next step might just be calling an auction house, instead of spending it at. You might want to check your pockets right now, because the humble 2009 United Kingdom 2 pence coin could be hiding in plain sight. And it might just be your ticket to an overnight fortune. This isn't just another everyday coin with Queen Elizabeth II's portrait. It's a coin surrounded by mystery, rare variations, and collector frenzy that's making headlines in the numismatic world. With the right combination of rarity, error, and condition, this seemingly insignificant coin could fetch thousands, if not millions, in today's high-demand collector's market. Yes, a 2p coin turning into a jackpot is more real than you might think. In 2009, the Royal Mint released a new series of coins to mark the redesign of the UK's circulating coinage. A bold artistic shift that turned everyday coins into pieces of a puzzle. The reverse of the 2 pence coin was changed to feature a segment of the royal shield, a move that immediately sparked interest. But in that same year, a peculiar error occurred. Some 2p coins were mistakenly struck with the old reverse design, reading new pence instead of 2 pence. That might sound like a small detail, but for seasoned collectors, it's a massive red flag for rarity, and rarity means value. These error coins, dubbed New Pence 2009 coins, should not exist in theory, since the New Pence inscription was last officially used decades earlier. That's what makes these pieces so coveted. It is believed that only a minuscule number were struck with the outdated reverse by accident during the minting process, either as a result of using old dies or transitional blanks. If you happen to find one of these rare pieces in your change, you could be looking at a coin worth a staggering amount, far more than its face value. In top condition, collectors might fight to outbid each other just to claim it. But it's not just about the error. The metal composition plays a crucial role too. By 2009, most 2p coins were struck on copper-plated steel planchets, which are magnetic. However, if you discover a 2009 2p coin that isn't magnetic, you might have something even more special on your hands. One struck on leftover bronze blanks, a material that had largely been phased out. These unusual planchet errors are highly prized because they represent rare crossovers between coinage generations, and that rarity factor is what skyrockets their value on the open market. Even more intriguing are the off-metal strikes, proof, errors, and possible mint presentation pieces that never made it into general circulation. A handful of these coins were either mistakenly released or specially struck for collectors, and they've become the holy grail of 21st century UK decimal coinage. In high grades, and especially if still in mint-sealed packaging or accompanied by original documentation, these examples have the power to shake up auctions and set records. Some private collectors are willing to spend fortunes just to own one of these ghost coins. It's these quirks, these unexpected mistakes and anomalies, that turn ordinary coins into legendary finds. People across the UK have started rummaging through old coin jars and change drawers in search of a 2009 new pence, or off-metal 2p. And for good reason. There are already rumors of private sales fetching 5-figure sums, and some auction houses have hinted at 6-figure interest from international bidders. As demand for error coins continues to rise, especially from overseas collectors, these rare 2009 2p pieces are turning into the crown jewels of modern UK coinage. So before you drop that 2p into a charity box or hand it over at the shop, take a closer look. Feel its weight. Test its magnetism. Examine the lettering. You're not just handling small change. You might be holding one of the most valuable and rarest coins of the Queen Elizabeth II era. As time passes, these coins become even scarcer in the wild, making any surviving examples exponentially more valuable. What once seemed like a simple coin is now a historic error, a collector's dream, and a potential fortune waiting to be uncovered. In the world of coin collecting, it's not always about gold or silver. Sometimes, it's the overlooked pieces that hold the greatest surprises. The 2009 UK 2 pence coin proves that even the most unassuming currency can carry an incredible story, and possibly an extraordinary value. So go check your change, dig through those forgotten jars, and see if fortune has been hiding in your home all along. Because with just one of these ultra-rare coins, your life cuckoo. If you've ever dismissed a 2-pence coin as just spare change, think again. Because the 2012 United Kingdom 2p coin might be hiding a secret that could change your life forever. Yes, that small copper coin in your kitchen drawer or buried in your coin jar could be worth a fortune. What makes this coin so special isn't just the year, but a combination of rare features, minting oddities, and historical timing that turns a simple piece of currency into a millionaire's treasure. And if you have one, you're holding more than money. You're holding a piece of British numismatic gold. The year 2012 was monumental in many ways. The United Kingdom was celebrating the London Olympics, and the Queen's Diamond Jubilee marked 60 years of Her Majesty's reign. Amid all this national pride, the Royal Mint continued to produce circulating coins, including the familiar 2-pence. But something unusual happened during this time. A very small number of 2p coins escaped into circulation bearing surprising and unexpected variations. Some were struck using outdated dies, while others featured rare off-metal errors, making these 2012 issues some of the most desirable post-decimal rarities in the modern collecting world. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Most 2-pence coins struck in 2012 followed the Royal Shield design, but some were mistakenly minted with the older 2-pence reverse instead of the shield fragment. That may seem like a minor design detail, but in numismatic circles, that kind of anomaly can be worth thousands, especially when it's tied to a specific commemorative year like 2012. These accidental strikes shouldn't exist. They defy mint protocol. And that's exactly why collectors chase them with such intensity. But design isn't the only thing that drives the value of the 2012 2p. Some examples have been discovered with strange weight differences and unusual tones, suggesting that they may have been struck on leftover bronze blanks or misaligned copper-plated planchets. These off-metal strikes are exceedingly rare and instantly trigger the attention of high-end collectors. If authenticated, these coins have been known to fetch eye-watering prices at auction, with potential buyers fighting for the chance to own one of these minting marvels. And let's not forget the importance of the portrait. On the obverse of every 2012 2-pence coin is the 5th definitive effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This was one of the last few years before the portrait was replaced by Jody Clark's design in 2015, making these late-era Rank Broadley coins even more collectible, especially when tied to errors or low mintage runs. Every detail matters when a coin becomes a legend, and the 2012 2p sits right at the heart of a transitional period in British coinage. Today, collectors and investors from around the globe are searching relentlessly for this coin. In high-grade condition, particularly if it shows an error or rare metal composition, the 2012 2-pence can command prices in the tens of thousands, and in some cases, when rarity meets collector passion, even 6 figures. For a coin with such a small face value, that's a stunning return. Some rumors suggest private collectors have already exchanged these coins in quiet, off-market deals, willing to pay a fortune for a flawless example. So, before you dismiss your copper change, take a good look, feel the weight, test its magnetism, inspect the reverse design and the fine details around the Queen's portrait. If you stumble across one of these hidden gems, you might be holding a once-in-a-lifetime find. These coins aren't just metal. They're stories, they're history, and they're potentially worth more than your car, your house, or even your entire savings. That's the power of numismatics, and the 2012 2p proves that modern coins can carry ancient-level value. In a world where fortunes are often hidden in plain sight, the 2012 2-pence stands as a reminder that sometimes the smallest things hold the greatest value. Whether through minting mistakes, historic timing, or sheer scarcity, this coin has carved its place in the treasure maps of serious collectors. So check your change, empty your piggy banks, and if you're someone who casually tosses your coins into a jar, or leaves them buried at the bottom of a purse or drawer, it's time to pay attention, because the 2011 United Kingdom 2-pence coin could secretly be worth a life-changing fortune. This isn't a myth or some collector fantasy. Hidden among the everyday copper coins is a rare and valuable piece that has stirred up excitement among numismatists across the globe. Yes, this very coin, bearing the image of Queen Elizabeth II, might just be your ticket to unimaginable wealth if you're lucky enough to find the right one. The truth about the 2011 2p coin lies in its quiet mystery. While millions of coins were produced that year, collectors have noticed that specific errors and extremely low mintage versions have surfaced from that exact date, especially those that somehow slipped through the Royal Mint's strict quality control. The rarity of these particular coins doesn't come from their initial design, but from what went wrong during production. Some of these coins are believed to have been struck on incorrect metal blanks or mismatched dies, creating a small batch of ultra-valuable anomalies. In 2011, the Royal Shield design continued its run across UK coinage, with each denomination forming a part of the complete crest. But what if a 2p coin was minted with a different reverse by mistake? Or what if it retained the older 2 pence design rather than the shield segment? A few such examples have reportedly surfaced, and though they're extremely scarce, their mere existence has caused collectors to go on a mad hunt. Any deviation from the norm, no matter how small, can multiply the coin's value to jaw-dropping levels. Even more intriguing are the tales of off-metal strikes during the 2011 run. These are coins that appear copper-plated on the surface, but react differently to magnet tests, hinting they may have been struck on bronze or even foreign planchets by mistake. These kinds of errors are highly sought after and extremely difficult to find, making any confirmed 2011 off-metal 2p a potential auction room superstar. If authenticated, such a coin could fetch tens of thousands, or in some rare cases, push towards six-figure values depending on its condition and uniqueness. On the obverse, you'll find the iconic effigy of Queen Elizabeth II by Ian Rank Broadley, one of the final years before the shift to a new portrait in 2015. That alone adds historical value to this coin, as it's part of the closing chapter of one of the most legendary reigns in British history. Combine that legacy with a major mint error or an unexpected die strike, and you're looking at a collector's dream. The 2011 2p doesn't just carry monetary value, it holds royal legacy and a tangible piece of UK coin history. Word of these coins has quietly circulated through numismatic communities, creating a wave of behind-the-scenes bidding wars and private sales. Some have reportedly traded hands off record for five-figure sums, all depending on the condition, metal analysis, and uniqueness of the piece. What's even more shocking? Most people holding them have no idea what they possess. That's right. Your forgotten change could be worth more than gold, and you wouldn't even know it unless you took a closer look. So, what should you do? Go through your jars, check your wallets, and examine every 2011 2 pence coin you come across. Look for anything unusual, a different reverse, a different weight, magnetic response, off-color metal, or any minor flaw in design. These clues can be the difference between spending 2 pence and earning a life-changing fortune. Coin dealers, auction houses, and private collectors are actively hunting for these rare examples, and they're willing to pay a fortune for them. The 2011 2p coin is more than spare change. It's a silent legend hiding in plain sight. With the right combination of error, rarity, and timing, this coin could transform your financial future in an instant. So, before you pass off another coin as worthless, remember this.